Hello, Christy here, and today we're going to go through the process of setting up some banners in order for you to be able to advertise your business. And these banners are going to be basically they're just graphics that you create, and they're going to have the information on them that you want your prospect to have, and then they're going to be resized for wherever you're going to put that information. If it's going to be on Facebook, if it's going to be on your blog, if you have an advertising program such as My Advertising Pays or Boss Incorporated, any of those opportunities that have a product where you can advertise your business, you can use these graphics in those businesses to advertise your business, and then you just attach them to the link for wherever you want to send your prospect when they click on your banner. So the main thing to remember is that you don't ever want to waste your advertising dollars in the platform that you're putting your advertising in. That didn't come out really clear, so let me just say, as a for instance, if you are creating a banner to advertise My Advertising Pays, you would not put that banner in My Advertising Pays because the people that you're advertising to are already in that program, so you're wasting your advertising credits. You would put that banner into one of your other programs and advertise to those people, because there's more of a chance that people that aren't involved in My Advertising Pays will see your advertisement and join you in your business. So the banners you want to make for My Advertising Pays would be from your other businesses. So I hope that's clear, because I see a lot of people advertising businesses for the business that they're advertising in. So I see people advertising My Advertising Pays in My Advertising Pays. And anybody that clicks on that is basically just wasting your advertising credits, because they're already in My Advertising Pays, otherwise they wouldn't be there. So likewise, if you're in Boss, you wouldn't advertise Boss in Boss. If you're in XPS, Extreme Pro Systems, you would not advertise XPS there. So you want to put your advertising where eyeballs are going to see it that aren't necessarily already involved in that opportunity. So I hope that's clear. The first thing that I'm going to start with is I'm going to create a list of the resources that I use to create these graphics. And the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to open PowerPoint. That is probably the number one program that I use to create graphics, because it's very easy. You can put pictures in here, and then you can write on the pictures, and then I use Jing to save that as a graphic. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to click on Home and open a new slide, because I want something that's totally blank, a blank canvas that I want to work on. And basically what I'm going to do here is I'm going to create a list. So I'm going to click on Insert a Text Box, and I'm going to create a list of the resources that I use. So the number one resource that I use is the Microsoft PowerPoint. And so if you have a Mac, then you will want to find another program like this that you can use. I don't use a Mac, so I wouldn't be able to advise you on that. But there's a lot of people out there that do, and so basically do a search on it. And if you have to buy something, this would be a very good place for you to spend a little bit of your money, because you'll be able to use this resource over and over and over again to make yourself money. And that is a good investment. If you can purchase something that you can make money off of over and over and over again, that is a good investment. So Microsoft PowerPoint is my number one. And let's see, actually, let's do it this way. Is this a numbered? Yeah, let's do it this way. Okay, so number 1 is PowerPoint for creating graphics. Okay, number 2 I use is Jing, and I've already given you that resource, but I will give it to you again, and in order to do that I've got to go to my browser, and we are going to do a search for Jing, and that's going to bring up the link right here, techsmith.com/Jing. I'm going to go ahead and click on that, and I'm going to copy and paste this link right into my PowerPoint document here. Paste that. Okay, so there's Jing. Those 2 resources are probably what I use absolutely the most when I want to create a graphic. It's fast and it's easy. Okay, now the other thing that I've given you to this point is paint.net. And if I could learn how to type, paint.net is another free resource. It can be a little more tricky to learn how to use. It has become more user-friendly over the years, and so it's much more user-friendly now than it ever has been. There's a little bit more ability to customize the size, so you can go in and actually create the canvas size, the canvas, what you're actually putting your graphic onto. You can customize that graphic size, and so that you're working with the size that you want to end up with. And so that really helps in creating something that's visually appealing and easy to read. Okay, so paint.net, and again we're going to go to Google, and we are going to do a search for paint.net, and that's going to bring us up some links here again, and we already talked about that you want to be careful. The paint.net URL has a dash between the paint and net, and so this is it's by Softonic. This is where you want to download. The cnet.com is also a very good website to download anything. It's safe. Anytime that you find a free download from cnet.com, that is a safe place to download. The main thing about downloading software like this is that you want to be careful that you're not piggybacking something else into your computer that will create problems for you later on down the road. So you want to really watch on all of your screens to make sure that there's not anything else that's being offered for free that you have to untick a box, because they'll automatically tick it for you so that they can unwittingly, it's called malware at that point, because it's not something that you voluntarily invited onto your computer. They sort of snuck it in on you. And so it might be an okay program, there might not be anything wrong with it, but sometimes programs can conflict with each other. They can cause problems on your computer, and then there's also, malicious stuff that sometimes people try to get onto your computer. So you just have to be very, very careful and pay attention. Don't let it make you afraid. Okay, because then that'll stop you in your tracks, and you're not doing yourself any favors that way. You just want to be aware, and you want to be careful. You want to make sure that you're downloading from a safe site. And if you have any questions, Google it. There's lots of information out there, and Google is your friend. So Google it if you have any questions. Is this site safe? Okay, so this is the other link that I have shared with you, and so we are going to go ahead and provide you with this one. It's sort of a long one, but we're still going to give that to you. Okay. Now, these are probably the three things that I use the most to create my own graphics. The first two I use almost exclusively, and then every once in a while I use paint.net, especially when I'm creating a banner like for my advertising page, because I want that banner to be the proper size, and I want it to be professional looking, and I want it to be readable. Okay. So that is the beginning there of what I want to create for you. Now I'm going to take this and I'm going to create a picture so that I can use this resource in this video that I'm making for you. So I'm going to go ahead and let's see. I think that I'm going to try to, let's see. I think I'd like to try to make that link. Let's see, let's try to center it a little bit more. So we're going to shorten this up, and then we're going to drag this over towards the center, and then I'm going to go ahead and create a picture by capturing this part of the screen with Jing. And I'm going to put this in 2015 dash, I think this is video number 5. I don't know if that's right or not, but let's see. Let's go ahead and click save. And then I want to put this in my video folder. And here's my 2015 video folder, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So yes, this is going to be video number 5. So this is going to be a picture that goes into 2015 5. So I'm going to go ahead and save that in there, and that way I can find it again when I need it. Now, from here, I'm going to minimize that because we're going to use this program again over and over and over again making this video. So what I want to do is I want to come in here to this is my advertising page. Okay, this is my advertising page back office. Here it is right here. Welcome, Christy Ruffner. And here's today's date, 1/7/2015 at 1:45 p.m. Eastern Time. So that makes it about 10:45 here where I'm at. And because I am a prime time member, I have monthly products that I get for free that come with my membership. So I have some active codes back here that I am going to use. Okay, so you come back here and here are my codes. So I have 125 by 125, that's the size of the banner that I'm going to create, and I'm going to be able to run it for 6 days. And then I have a 728 by 90 banner that I'm going to create that I'm going to be able to run for 2 days. And I use these products, I get these products free once a month. When my membership renews, I get new codes that I can come in and use to advertise my other opportunities. Now, in this case, I would not advertise my advertising page because this is going to come up on the My Advertising Page site, and I don't want to advertise to other people that are already in my advertising page. Why would I want to do that? So I'm going to create banners for this site that are going to be for my other opportunities. Now, I've been advertising Boss Inc., and I could do that here because Boss is getting ready to relaunch, or I could advertise Extreme Pro Systems because that's another one that I'm in that I'd want to attract people to. And I get referral bonuses on either one of those. So anybody that I attract from my advertising here, I'm going to make money off of them when they get involved in this program, these programs, and purchase positions. I will get a referral bonus. So those are two good choices to advertise. So from here, I am going to go looking for a picture to start with. Okay, I don't necessarily want to have to start from scratch. So the first thing I'm going to do is come back here to my browser, and I'm going to click on Google Images. Okay, there's a couple of different ways to look for images. You can either look for program-specific images, and Google will pop up any graphics that other people have already created, graphics that the program themselves have created, or you can go looking for just a base graphic, a base picture like an ocean or lifestyle, that you're going to be able to put your information on top of. So there's two different ways that you can go with this. So let's start with looking for Boss Ink and see what comes up. Okay, so you have here's some different businesses that are dealing with the same, Boss. Here's Boss Solutions Inc. Well, this isn't the business that I'm looking for. Let's see if we can find anything else. It doesn't look like there's a lot of images coming up for Boss that have already been created. Now there's an image right there for the opportunity that I'm talking about, but this has too much information on it. We don't want to put a banner together that's got that much information. Maybe the banner that we create will send them to, it'll send them to our site where they can get that information. Basically, you want your banner to give some good basic information that creates some curiosity for people to click on it and to go and check out your site with your affiliate link on it. So I'm really not seeing anything else here that I might want to use. I'm not sure what this is. Boss Ink. Interesting, but not what we want. Here's one. This is a graphic or picture that I've used. I really like it. I like the power behind it. I like the colors. I like the contrast. And so this is a picture that I have used for many of my graphics for Facebook. I'm using it for my my main headline banner on my personal wall. And so this would be a great graphic right here to use. And I've already got this in my I've already saved this picture, so I'm not going to save it again. But this is the type of thing that you might want to look for. And then if you don't find anything along in here, here's another Boss graphic that we wouldn't want to use. Too much information that we don't really want to give them right out of the gate. Here's one that's not bad. Somebody created. That's not a bad little graphic. You can put your own URL across the bottom across the middle of that. Matter of fact, I might just go ahead and let's click on View the Image. See, that's sort of nice. It's got some nice color, some nice contrast. So we're going to go ahead and save this one. Okay, so I've clicked through on View Image, so I've got the image at its most optimal size and I can't think of what I want to call it, but it's a nice, bright, clear picture. And so we're going to right click on it, and that's going to open up an option here to save my image. So I'm going to save image as, and that's going to put it into, it's going to open up the files that are on my computer. And I want to save it in my pictures, and I want to save it in my 2015 folder. And so we're going to go ahead and we are going to change this, and we're going to name it something else. Little extra S in there, Boss Ink, and then click Save. All right. Now that download is going to be available here in this little arrow, this is my downloads. So if I were to open that, it shows me that picture that I just downloaded. So if I wanted to access that immediately, I could just click on that and it would take me to that picture and it would open it up in my default picture. Now it shows me the dimensions on that picture is 446 by 462. Now that is going to be a pretty good choice for a 125 by 125 because it's very close to being square. Okay, I'll have to make some adjustments on it, but we're going to go ahead and use this one for this code right here, the 125 by 125. So we're going to go ahead and minimize this window, and we're going to bring back up the Microsoft PowerPoint, and we're going to open us a new slide to work on, and we are going to insert a picture. And I'm going to show you a couple of ways to do this. We're going to go ahead and insert this picture in PowerPoint. Now from PowerPoint, I can take, and like I said, I can put my URL across here, and that's going to make a nice banner. Now I could put a little bit more information in here. And so let's start with, let's try just some word art. And maybe let's try this one here and see how well it's going to show up. So what other type of information would you want to put on a banner to create curiosity for people to click on your banner? So I would say something like turn 25 into 200 over and over. Okay, now you can see that that's gotten a little big, and the reason that is because the font is set by default at 54. I mean, that's huge. So we're going to go ahead and we are going to make that smaller and smaller. Okay, that's a good size right there, 24. Now that's not real easily read, so we're going to come in and we're going to format. We're going to try some other choices that might be a little easier to read. That one's a little bit easier to read. Okay, turn 25 into 200 over and over. And then advertise your business. This is just off the fly here. You know, I'll probably come in here and maybe edit some more. And I'm still not sure if that's really easy to read, especially once it gets smaller. Because let's go back over here. These are the 125 by 125 sizes. So that graphic is going to get shrunk down to these sizes, and so that's why you want your information to be easy to read. You want it to be in an easy font to read. You want it to be high contrast so that people can read that information. And so this makes it sort of hard. Now, one of the things that we can do is we can actually format the shape. We could turn the back of that white so that it's easier to read like that. We could also put an outline around the outside of it to dress it up a little bit. And we could make that outline a little bit fatter. You know, see how easy it is to customize these graphics? I mean, it just makes it easy to turn something into exactly what you want it to look like. It's just a very quick and easy program to create graphics. I love it. So that's a little easier to read there. And then we can take and we can put our URL, which is going to be HTTP the boss. See, I can't even read that. thebossesboss.com. But we're going to go ahead and change that so that it's easier to read. And we are going to take and we're going to bold it, number 1. And we're going to make it bigger, number 2. And then we can change the color. And we can make it yellow, green. None of these really pop. Okay, none of these really pop. But it would be nice to pull some of that purple color out of there. See, this is where your creativity can come in. So you want to play with this. You want to get something that is going to, you know, be appealing to the eye. It attracts your eye and just looks a little different. We're going to make that a little bit heavier. Okay. So, you know, I'm not sure that this is necessarily the way I'll leave this, but I don't want it to get, you know, the creative process can become consuming, but it's, you know, it's part of what I enjoy. So, you know, you want to create something that the eye is going to find appealing and is going to be attracted to, because it's got a lot of different banner choices to click on, and you want people to click on yours. So this isn't too bad, you know, for a quickie. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it like that, and then we're going to use our Jing, and we are going to take a picture of it like this. And we don't want any of the outside to show. We just want the actual graphic. And then we are going to save it. And we're going to name it Boss Inc. And I think we'll just put today's date on it, 01/07/15. And then we're going to click Save. And we're going to go ahead and put it in this folder for this video, since that I specifically made this graphic for this video. So everything that I make for this video I'll put in here, and then if I want to use it somewhere else, I know where to find it. Okay, that's the main thing. When you save something, you want to try to save it where you can find it again. So there is that one. Now then, from there we are going to we're actually going to go and find that picture again. And I saved it here. Oops, wrong one. That's not the one. That's the wrong 2015. We're actually need to go to videos 2015. And there's the one that we edited. Now I'm going to open it up in Microsoft Office Picture Manager, because from here I want to be able to customize the actual size. We're going to resize it, and we're going to size it down to 125. 125 by 131. That'll work. We'll do it like that. See how small that's gotten? That's a little hard to read, isn't it? So let's try it though. Let's see how that's going to work. We're going to go ahead and we're going to save as, and we are going to put it. We're going to say this is small. We want to save it under a different name so that we don't wipe out our original graphic. And so that's been saved, so we're going to close it, and we don't want to save those changes because we've already saved it under another name, so we're going to don't save. And that leaves me with the original here, and then it gives me the resized one. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go back to my advertising pays, and we're going to click on use this code, and that's going to bring me back here where I can set up my banner. And none of these selections are chosen, so it's a 125 by 125, so we're going to go ahead and click on that. Oh, there's something else that we need to do. Okay, this image here that I created is on my computer, but I can't create a link that will allow my advertising pays to pull that image off of my computer to use it. So what I have to do is I have to find a place out online that will give me code for my advertising pays to be able to find this image. Now there's a couple different ways that I can do that. Because I have my own website, I could put this on a page out on my website, and that would put it out on the internet and give it a link where my advertising pays could pull that image from. Okay, now since most of you who are watching this training video do not have your own website, I'm not going to do it that way because it would not serve you to do it that way. So what we're going to do is we are going to go to a site where I can create a URL, and that site is going to be, let's see, let's just go ahead and go to, it's called TinyPic. It's a free image hosting site, and I have an account here. And so I'm going to sign in so that it brings up my pictures, and I'm going to go to my stuff, and I'm going to create a new album down here at the bottom, create a new album. It's going to be called 2015. Oops. 2015. And then I need to go and find that picture on my computer. And it's not going to be in pictures, it's going to be in videos because that's where I saved it, right? Right down here. And we're going to pull the small one, and we're going to, there it is right there, and we're going to upload it. Okay. Now, this picture has been added to my account here at TinyPic, and what that's going to do is it's going to give me a code that I can use. Now this bottom code is the one that works. So we're going to go back over to my advertising pays, and we're going to put that code right in here where it says banner image. And we're going to paste it. And we're going to give it a I've already advertised Boss in here once, I believe, so we're going to call it Boss Relaunch. And the web address is where do I want to send my prospect when they click on my banner. And so that is going to be my my domain, http thebossisboss.com. And then I'm using my product code. Okay, so normally this is the amount of money that I have in my account right now that's building up for my next credit pack purchase. And if I didn't have that code, then I would have to pay for this ad. I could pay for it from my ad fund. I've got over $1,000 in there. Or I could use the VX Gateway, which is one of our processors, or Solid Trust Pay if I don't have money in my ad fund. So there's a lot of different ways to pay for this advertising. But because I am a Primetime member, I have a code that's going to give this to me for free for 6 days. So we're going to click on Preview. Now there's my ad. All right. And it's not real legible. I mean, if you get close, you can see it. And that's okay. The Boss ink is very readable. And so we're going to go ahead and we're going to use that. And if you click on it, let's see. If I click on it, it's not going to take me to where it goes, but I'll just show you the link that I have this attached to, thebossisboss.com. So if somebody clicks on that banner, they're going to come to this page. This is a page, a website page that I put up that tells them all about Boss, what it is, gives them all the information, gives them all the graphics, and then it's got a sign-up link. So if they decide they want to sign up, they can click on the sign-up link, go to my affiliate page, sign up for Boss. Okay, so that's how this stuff works. All right, so we're going to go back over here, and I'm not sure, you know, I might just rework that. So I'm not ready to actually put that up there yet. So we're going to go ahead and we can go back and we can correct it if we want. All right, so here's all the information, and I can redo. And look at that, my account has grown from the time that we clicked over to my banner. My account grew from $9 and change to over $15 and change. So that's my advertising pays for you. I'm making money right now, it's just. This is a great program. Any of you that are watching this that aren't in MAP, I know most of you are, but anybody that is, that isn't, this is my sweet spot right here. This program just keeps making me money every day without fail. So it's a great program. Anyway, so that is how you make a graphic. Now I will go in and I will do another one. The bigger one, the 728 by 90, that's this banner here. It'll be this size right here. That one I'll probably do in Paint, and I'm going to put that into a different video so this one doesn't get too long. But this size, this is where I want to set it up in Paint because I can actually put together a canvas that's that size. And I can see better what the end product is going to look like because of the size of the banner. So I'll put that into another video. This is going to be it for today. I'm not going to make this video any longer than that, but I hope that was beneficial. I hope that cleared up maybe some of your questions as to how you advertise your business. And how to create your graphics. Get those resources. If there's any place, you know, if you really want to do this, if you really want to build an online income, then you need those resources. You need to get yourself some kind of program like PowerPoint. And Jing is free, and Paint.net is free, spend some money on a a good piece of software that's easy to use to create graphics. There's also programs out there. I've shared a few of those, and I'll look up those resources as well and add them to the list, where you can create banners. I've provided those resources before, and I'll pull those up and add them to the list, where you can actually, select a banner size, select your image, and then go ahead and put your information on it just like you do in PowerPoint, and have a finished product, and then they give you the code. So those are good resources too. I'll add those to the list. That's it for today. You make it a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.